up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I am back with my very late review of the Real Housewives of Potomac, and I don't have any notes to present because I'm going off of the top of the dome. I'm going off of what I care to talk about because I'm already feeling annoyed and irritated by the second episode, and I don't like how the second episode is going to pretty much entails how the entire season is going to go. It's going to make it not enjoyable. But let me get through the first episode. It pretty much starts off with the scandal that Juan was in about paying for a hotel room for a woman he was talking to, the whole possibly reasonably shady podcast that they talked about, but it still didn't do anything. Like, Robin thought she was doing it right by talking about it, but she never really talked about it. She just skated along, and everybody was looking at her like a deer caught in headlights. Like, do you not see how this man who you just got married to is making you like a fool like this? Everybody in the confessional doesn't believe what's said, and everybody in the confessional is ready to ask her. And I don't feel no way about Robin getting questioned. I don't feel no way about Robin getting shade. I feel no ways at all, because this is Robin's time to get everything she's given to everybody else. Every single time she's butted her nose in other people's business and has skated past hers. I am not upset whatsoever, okay? The intervention that Ashley, Charisse, and Giselle gave her at the end of the first episode, it was a good conversation, because you're dealing with three women who have dealt with infidelity in their marriage and have all given passes, have all given excuses. We all seen Giselle give excuses. We've all seen Charisse give excuses. We definitely have seen Ashley give excuses until they came to terms with, that wasn't my fault. I'm not to blame for what they were doing. They were the ones that were doing foul things. But like a wife, you're supposed to defend your husband. And that's where Robin is. But she's only blaming the blogs. She's only blaming the comments. She's not blaming Juan for putting her in this situation. When you were on Watch What's Happened Live, you looked at so damn dumb for repeating the same casino story, the hotel room story. Then your husband was also seen with someone he used to work with at the laundromat. That's not good. Then it's the nail salon. Like, hello, Ashley even said it right. Do you not, did Juan not think that he should not be so quick to be out in public after what just happened? And all Robin can say was, well, I told him the block was hot. That's all you said? The block was hot? Okay, fine. And then she like, come at me. They stole my joy. Come at me. I said, Robin, go to hell. Live in the land of milk and cookies. Live in the land of delusion, okay? Because I don't feel sorry for Robin. I don't. Gordon and Mia, they're going through downsizing because Gordon got kicked out of the business and Mia had to step down from being marketing director, but I thought she was the CEO. Another lie. She's saying she's quit alcohol, but she still drinks wine. Another lie. And Chris and Candace, they are discussing her tour. She hasn't made a profit yet, so she's paying everything out of pocket for her tours. It's costing 6 figures. That's a lot of money. And I'm excited for Candace. I enjoy her music. I enjoy her acting on Hush. I enjoy it. Ashley has her new home, but Michael is paying for the mortgage. She's dragging her feet with a divorce because she is still comfortable with the benefits of what Michael has been doing. Now, I still hope that Ashley isn't dragging her feet because she still wants to be with him. Because I don't believe she wants to be with him romantically. I don't. But I do believe that Ashley does have some type of fear of being out on her own completely. That everything will depend on her bringing in the money. I mean, she does make a good coin on Real Housewives of Potomac. So I don't know why she is solely dependent upon Michael doing things for her. But I feel like maybe this is her way of getting what she could have been owed in the divorce settlement by having him get the house, having him pay for the house. And she is receiving child support, so maybe that's her play. I hope so. I want Ashley to win in this. I really do. Did anything else happen the first episode that I can remember? Karen, Candace, and Wendy all met up and they all talked about Robin needs to be held accountable, because Candace does still feel a way that Robin has so much to say against Candace and Chris when it was Giselle making up a nasty narrative about Chris. And here she is where you have something actually happening in your relationship that's true. You're dealing with the whole scandal, even the scandal from the college that Juan got fired from. Nobody's talking about it. It's just getting skated under the rug, which segues into the second episode. Okay, Ashley is planning a housewarming party. She's inviting everybody besides Candace. She's going off of what Candace and her have decided. They're not friends. And you know Candace and Ashley have this love-hate relationship. They have it every season. Ashley recently went on vacation to the Bahamas with Michael as friends, even though I don't see no pictures. I don't care to see pictures. And it was just a mutual relationship. You know, there was no sexual chemistry. He didn't try anything. He was respectful, and it was just them co-parenting. Fine, Ashley. I wish you can change your mother's wig. You make good money where you get your hair done and your makeup done. Change your mother's wig, please. What else happened? Karen and Mia, they meet up to discuss their friendship because Mia did Karen so dirty last season. At the end of the season, she wanted to accuse Karen of sleeping with somebody in the bathroom because Sharice drunk ass always wants to make it as if Karen is such a whore and that she'll fuck anything that moves. Miss me, Sharice. And you know, it is crazy that Mia would turn on Karen like this because last season, Karen was the only one who defended Mia when Robin and Giselle's tacky asses wanted to confront Mia and question her about her cancer scare post and was automatically digging into it, poking holes, saying it was a cry for attention, didn't give no sensitivity, didn't give no cool, no decorum, because all they wanted to do was understand why did she make that post. Oh, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all. Fuck Musclebound Rob and fuck Gizzard. Fuck both of them. And I don't see how you can give that same energy to Karen when she didn't do nothing but defend you, but you don't check Robin and Giselle. That's the whole issue for me. But Karen is starting from the beginning with Mia. Okay, when they met at the park, she said a handshake because we're going to work to the hug. So let's do the handshake. They talked. Karen wanted to know, why did you do that? I have been nothing but a good friend to you. I've defended you. And Mia lies and said, I didn't do anything but give you what was said to me. I didn't do any of this. I didn't do any of that. And it's just like, girl, you heard it from Sharice, who lied. So anyway, moving on from there, Karen talking about, I never mentioned anything about you in your marriage because what you said was some bullshit. You violated girl code is what she said, but I don't know what girl code. Girl code is pretty much code for if I do something wrong, you don't snitch on me. We keep it to each other. That's our secret. That's girl code. But if something did happen, it wouldn't have been a girl code. Or something that didn't happen, it should not have been a girl code. So she mentions how's everything going with Mia and Gordon. Gordon has been depressed, and Gordon also did an audit. You know, he ordered an audit for what was said in the company because Giselle made a comment that it could have been embezzlement. And he received information back that there was no funny things going on with the money. There was no embezzlement. So why did he get kicked out? Why? She even thought that her husband was going to get kicked was the problem. She even thought that her husband was the cause of it because she wanted to protect herself and her kids. Now, later on this season, we know that Mia and Gordon are going to separate because Mia is looking at the well has run dry. The money is not there. The sugar daddy is not sugar daddy no more. She has to find another target. But they have talked about it. They have moved forward. They're going to start. And when you bring me something, bring me with facts. Don't bring me with rumors, okay? What else happened that episode? Wendy meets up with her producer friend because Wendy wants to create her own talk show. She is a political commentator, but she also wants to talk about life lessons, marriage, that ratchet stuff, you know, keep it all cool and nice and give that good energy flow feeling. And she was looking at a studio space. Don't know how much a studio space is costing. And Wendy still has a lot of learning when it comes to having her own talk show because she didn't even know what a PA was. A PA is a production assistant. And if you don't have a budget to how much you're going to spend for a studio space, you need to have a mic, you need to have lighting, you need to have a setup for everything, and you don't have all that information. So Wendy needs to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to get all of that. But I thought that Wendy had too much on her plate last season when she scrapped the idea of partnering with Peter for the Nigerian lounge because she has so much on her plate. She wants multi-hyphenated. I can't knock that. Be multi-hyphenated. You got the candles. You got your book. You are a political commentator. You're a wife. You're a mother. So I understand all of that, but I thought you had too much on your plate. You have enough you have enough on your plate to do this. You have enough time to do this. I hope you do it right, Wendy. And you look fabulous in that scene, and you look fabulous in the confessional. What else happened? Candace meets with her manager to discuss her second leg of the tour is going well, but she also wants to figure out how to get out of her Monarch contract and may move on to another label. But while talking about her tour, she ends up throwing little subtle shade to Drew because when she was on RHOA for her tour, she asked Drew to come on stage and sing with her, and it was a good show. And Candace inadvertently talked about how she don't need nobody else to be on there. She don't need to add nobody else. She sold out her show in Chicago because that's where the other performances will be at, and she didn't want to add nobody. But I didn't like the way she said it. It made it seem as if so you thought that Drew was going to outshine you, which she kind of can. Either way, Candace, you had to go on Twitter and clean up that entire conversation you had with your manager wasn't what it was, and there was no hatred between you and Drew. It's all love, it's all affirmations, that's your sister. But for you to have to explain that that's not what happened, is given you ended up saying something that you shouldn't have said, because the conversation only showed what you said. You know, production can edit, production can chop and screw, but at the same time, you said something, Candace. And I don't know why you were even in that mindset thinking that you're better than Drew, as if Drew is not good enough to be a part of your tour. That's not true. Drew has had music. She is continually putting out music now, but she wasn't new to the music game. She's not new to it. You're now becoming out as an independent artist. You're now getting your feet wet in this, and you're doing excellent. I love your music. I love them all. But I didn't like that energy you was giving. I didn't like it. I didn't like it whatsoever. What else happened? I think it was Karen, Mia, Giselle, and Ashley meeting up to do Pilates, because Karen wants to get more healthy, change her diet. She's approaching her 60-year birthday. Then she talks about how there's a 5% calcium buildup in her chest, and she wants to make sure she's eating right. But the way that she built it up was like it was a life-threatening thing. Okay, so you have some calcium buildup. You're going to have to figure out how to balance that, what you're eating, what you're drinking. Okay. Ashley got new titties, courtesy of Michael, I believe. And I want to do Pilates. I do. It looks like it's a good workout. And then when Mia went to the bathroom, what's her name? Giselle wanted to ask Karen how her and Mia have been doing. She said, we're doing fine, because again, when she met Mia at the Pilates class, she had to do the friendly handshake. We're still starting from ground zero, a handshake, okay? And how she told Mia, if you got something to say to me, come say it to me with facts, don't bring rumors. And this caused Giselle to believe she had a leg to stand on to check Karen about how she should give Robin an apology. For what? Because of the comment that Karen told Ashley last season that there's another woman that Juan has been seeing, and she's from Georgetown, and she looks like Karen. Now, the woman that was in the picture of the laundromat, she could resemble Karen a little bit. She kind of can. And I had to think about it. It kind of is all true that Karen talked about the one from Georgetown, because we don't even know where that staff member he was in the picture with lived. She could live in Georgetown. She could live in Potomac. She could live in any other places, Arlington. But it's kind of like Karen wasn't really lying that there was another woman involved. It could be her. She wasn't really lying. So for Giselle to try to say that Karen owes Robin an apology is bullshit. And I was with Karen when she said, I owe her an apology for what? Yeah, for what? Because just like that entire season, y'all wanted to question Karen about Mr. Blue Eyes, and didn't y'all have a picture of Karen from the back with the blonde wig, and she was hanging out with a man with blue eyes? Like, that's some BS. Like, y'all go missing with that. Karen has always been the conversation between Giselle and Robin. They've always talked about what's going on in Karen's life. Who has Karen been seeing? They have always done that. When Robin dressed up as a pizza delivery boy to find out where Karen lived, y'all talked about race tax issues. Y'all made t-shirts about it. Like, y'all can miss me. It's so funny how Robin and Giselle believe that they have all the time in the world to question what someone else is doing in their relationship, or they have the audacity to question what someone else is not talking about because it's been on the news. But when something that was on the news as well, all over the blogs that Robin has to deal with, oh, it's hush hush. Fuck y'all. That's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. There are conversations and questions that all y'all have about each other. No one is exempt when being asked, being talked about, when things are said on the blogs. Nobody is exempt, okay? Nobody. Which is pissing me off that Giselle thinks that Robin should be owed grace, should be owed space and understanding of what she's going through. No, fuck Robin. She needs to deal with it, because Robin can say all day that she don't care. She absolutely do care. So I didn't like that at all. I believe wanting to know why isn't Candace wasn't invited to the housewarming. Ashley said, she sent me a text message about how Ashley likes to embellish for entertainment. She likes to target people's lives and ruin it. And if that's how you're gonna be, I don't want you to talk to me. I don't want you to ever try to be friend with me. And that's what Ashley is going for. Like, she said it, I ain't doing it. And I'm still not mad at Ashley for keeping that same energy. But I feel like later in the season, Candace and Ashley are gonna end up clashing and also end up moving forward. It's always that. And I also forgot to mention the new housewife, Aneka. Okay, she's coming into the fold. She is a in-home counsel for a tech company. Her husband is a doctor by day, a model for Scrubs at night, and a nightclub owner. No, a model for Scrubs in the afternoon and a nightclub owner at night. Okay, she's a fun time. She's comes from generational wealth, and I want to know how the other ladies would take her generational wealth than they did Candace. Okay, and it shows her walking into her home she just bought with her husband, and she was delayed in closing her home because she forgot to list all the other properties that she has owned. They own multiple properties in Atlanta, they own multiple properties in Nigeria. So I'm like, all right, it's giving Monique, I have 4 homes. Okay. Naneka looks like a fun time girl. She's beautiful. I am still feeling her out based off the end of the episode and how the second episode is going to portray. So her and her husband do want children. They have been trying, no luck, because she tests her ovulation cycle almost every time she's on it, and she takes her prenatal vitamins, her multivitamins. But what got me was she's mixing all of those vitamins with alcohol. She wakes up in the morning with a glass of champagne, and she ends the day with a glass of champagne. And I don't think that's good. I don't think you should be mixing your vitamins with alcohol. I mean, they're vitamins though, but if these are vitamins that help you get into the rhythm of preparing to have children, preparing for your cycle to be ovulated, for you to get your club shot up, I don't think you should be drinking champagne with your vitamins. I don't think so. So, moving on from there, we get Ashley's housewarming. I love Ashley's home. I love the nautical theme because that's the inspiration that she wanted for her home because of the beach house she shared with Michael. The beach tones, the neutral tones, that's what she wanted to bring in her home. She calls it her seaside in the city. And all the ladies have arrived, including Deborah. Why did she invite Deborah? The way that Wendy's face looked, she said, this is what we doing? We bringing liars? No, I'm just saying, this was a housewarming party. I didn't know we were bringing entertainment. Like, it's a kids party. Where's the kids? Like, what's going on here? Even Uncle Lump was there at the party, and he didn't know that Ashley went on vacation with Michael because he's trying to understand what exactly are you doing, because he wants more for Ashley. He wants her to be done with this. So why would you go on vacation with someone you're getting a divorce with? And she thinks that because she has different views on how she wants to deal with her relationship, deal with her divorce, versus how Uncle Lump has been married to the same woman for over 30 years and how he has a different mindset. That can be true, but it's still kind of weird though. You're getting a divorce. I don't think that family vacation should be implemented now. I think it should be implemented later when you guys have been to a better space. You guys are not in a better space. She claims it, but I don't believe it. And Ashley gives everybody a tour, but before Ashley gives everybody a tour, Wendy says hello to everybody. She says hello to Ashley, Sharice, and Karen, but ignores Giselle and ignores Mia because it's fuck y'all. Fuck y'all for life, okay? Y'all can kiss her ass all the way around. And Mia shaded Ashley's home. Thought it was cute. It wasn't all that. But I felt like, Mia, you're living in a 1,500 square foot house. You downsized from 11,000 square foot to a closet, literally. You are in no position to say how Ashley's home is cute. It's bigger than yours. You got kicked out because you couldn't afford it. Don't come at Ashley. You are in no position to come at nobody else of how something that's low budget, not grand, not glamorous. You are in no position, ma'am. You might want to hush. The Grand High Witch, I want you to hush, okay? So, everybody's outside. Karen ain't paying no mind to Sharice because I don't know why Sharice is here. And when Aneka arrives, Ashley introduced Aneka to everybody, but Wendy noticed that Ashley wasn't saying Aneka's name right. She had to clarify it. So Ashley was like, why didn't you tell me? She said, we're in America. We have to let y'all do what y'all do. No, Aneka, no. You don't allow for someone to mispronounce your name, and that's not how your name is pronounced. I'm a stickler for mispronunciation. I'm a stickler for grammar. If you tell me how your name should sound, how it should be spelled, how I should say it, I'm going to do my best to respect that. I'm not going to mispronounce your name unless you piss me off. Then I will happily mispronounce your name. Like, my mother's name is Shavita, but she goes by Tasha. And people would say Shavetta. Like, they don't say the E, they say eh. And we say, since you guys are not used to this kind of name, just say Tasha. We'll just say Tasha, okay? What else happened? If I can remember. Wendy was pulled to the side by Ashley because Ashley wanted to tell Wendy what Naneka said. But before that, Wendy wanted to tell Ashley she's proud of her and she is putting it out on the table that she isn't really ready to trust Ashley. They have had good moments. Wendy was happy that Ashley was there for her last season, making her feel like she mattered. But I still am a little bit guarded with how we can evolve into having a friendship because I don't want to be vulnerable with you and at some point you'll stab me in the back. In my mind, I'm like, this is Ashley we're talking about? She nobody's friend. I'm just saying. And I like Ashley. But I know Ashley is not to be trusted with anything. She messy as hell. And she showed it to me this episode, which pissed me off. Because I am with Wendy with putting it out there that she isn't really there to trust Ashley to be her friend. Because if I am opening that door of being a friend to you, I want to trust that you got my back. You my girl. And Ashley would say, that's fair. I understand that because we haven't really had times where we can kiki, we can talk, we can conversate. And there's so more that I don't know about you that I want to know. And it's the same for Wendy. There's so much more to Ashley that she wants to get to know. And there have been times where Wendy has extended an invite to Ashley to be involved in things. And that was Ashley's part. She took accountability for that. And she said, but do you not want me to tell you things? Now, Wendy said, no, you can. I'm not that friend. Let me know what's been said. Let me know what's going on. So that led to Ashley giving justification to what she said to Wendy last season about her friend Deborah, mentioning that her husband came over being flirtatious. He was happy Eddie, just that bullshit. And she thought it was right for her to tell her. So now, in this moment, Ashley is stirring the pot, being messy, starting shit already by saying that Aneka mentioned something about her in an article. And when we flash back to the scene, Ashley is talking to Naneka, mentioning how there's a friend she wanted to introduce her to. She's intelligent, she's successful, and she's Igbo like you. And her name is Wendy. She's PhD, well, Dr. Wendy. She has a PhD. And Naneka wanted to know a PhD in what? Philosophy. Oh, she's a doctor of philosophy, not medicine. Now, when Naneka shaded Wendy about what kind of doctor is she, medicine or philosophy, I didn't like that because I felt like, why are you trying to analyze what type of doctor is she? Either way, she got a PhD. It doesn't matter what lane it is. So that was shade on Naneka's part. And then Ashley mentioned an article about Wendy's family being Osu, want to know what it's about. And Naneka gave the definition of what Osu is, which is shunning a certain family out if they was to not order, what's the word? They honor and worship a certain God that will sacrifice their children, and it's not a good thing. So the way that Ashley took what Naneka explained, she took it as if Naneka was talking mess about Wendy's family, which wasn't true. So when the same thing that Ashley repeated to Wendy, Wendy explained it again. That Osu is pretty much explained to be outcasted. You know, the family is not involved in anything. The family is out of the family forever. And just like when she had her daughter's party, if we were Osu, nobody would have been there. Nobody would have came. So that's not her at all. But the way that Ashley said it, even in the confessional, production told her, it sounds like the way you're telling the story to Wendy as if Naneka was talking mess about her. And here go Ashley. Oh my God, I did. No, why did I? Oh my God, I should have known tequila. It was a tequila. No, Ashley, it was not. You are messy, drunk, and not drunk. No, that's not what happened. Ashley, you pissed me off with that, Ashley. You really did. And now Wendy is on high alert of Naneka. First, you're talking mess about what am I a PhD in? I earned my doctorate. Okay, and I am pretty much one of the percentage that a lot of people don't have. I earned that. Ashley said, well, yeah, because I don't have it. But the way that you're setting up for Wendy and Nneka to be at odds with one another so early is not right, Ashley. Why did you do that? I cannot believe you did that. I was so mad about you for that. Oh, I was so mad at you for that. I was. And now Wendy is looking at Nneka funny now. She looking at her funny. And that was pretty much the end of the episode. I said, no, Ashley, you're starting already. No. Oh, that pissed me off so bad. I hated Ashley for that. I really, really did. But then the next episode, when Ashley is going to explain to Karen what she might have made a mistake on, then Nneka is going to run with what Ashley said. She's going to run with it. She's going to end up talking about Wendy's family again. So I feel like while Ashley started the beef between Wendy and Nneka carried it more than what it should. And here's my thing. Y'all know Ashley's messy. And she's been messy every single season. And she has yet to get her ass whooped. Yet. She gets away with a whole bunch of shit. But why would you allow for someone to tell you something and you don't find out for yourself? I will find out for myself if that was said, and then I'll make my own assumptions. Because if y'all gonna believe everything Ashley tells y'all, then nobody can hold their own in this show. If they are allowed for Ashley to cause so much mess and disarray. That's all I'm gonna say. But y'all, that's it. That's all I have for the first 2 episodes of Potomac. I'm gonna get my Married to Medicine reviews out soon. And love y'all. See y'all in the next video. Bye.